down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Watson going to try and run it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Browns continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 60 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On third down, it's Prescott. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And the Browns are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
The York on now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Elliott running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now you are.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Perrion Winfrey, his 2nd sack of the night. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
You have regular? No.
Oh, able to avoid him.
I believe so, yeah.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, they have silver and gold.
first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second and a yard, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
11, I think, too.
Back to throw, Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Walk up there.
Chubb. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick 6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second and 11 now. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 79 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And Watson's going to throw it here. Steps away. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.